For today's lab, we are uh, diving into the concept of class. I'm sure that in lectures you would have seen few examples of writing class, but in today's lab, we're gonna practice it a little bit more. So let's see what does that say. So in this program, we have to write a vending machine program where we have to write the class definition for a drink vending machine. So the vending machine will sell three different types of drinks: soda, water, and coffee. And your vending machine class must keep track of number of water bottles remaining for each type of drink. So the constructor of the vending machine class must accept three integers as parameter, the number of bottle of soda, water, and coffees respectively. So we have to write a class which will have three objects because not objects, three items in the class, um, which represents the type of beverage, soda, water, and coffee. So three types of beverage is the class of vending machine is having. And we in the constructor, so we're gonna initialize our vending machine with the constructor, and we're gonna have three integer passed, which represents the initial inventory for our vending machine. Now the next requirement is the class must contain methods to perform following operation. So you need to have three methods: purchase, which will a bottle of user specific drink. So user is gonna give like, okay, I wanna buy this soda or water or coffee or whatever drink they will say that you have to provide as a purchase. So whenever a user purchases a beverage from the machine, you have to reduce one quantity from the vending machine stock. Or there could be a restock option, which will further ask user as an input of number of bottles they want to restock for a specific type of beverage. Third requirement is to have a function for report to report the current inventory. If you're not clear what is going on, the example will explain itself more. So we have to write a program that implements an object of a vending machine class. Your program should allow the user to enter multiple commands as input until the stop word is detected. So we have to write a while loop till the user asks to quit the program. There should be command for each of the built-in methods, and we need a command for each type of the built-in method, like buy or restock or get the inventory, print the inventory, basically report the inventory. So we need a command for each built-in method, one of three. So there is command like buy, restock, and inventory are our commands. There should be command for each of the built-in methods that we covered. There should be at least two valid stop words, one of which should be single letter shortcut, quit, or Q. So unless user says quit or Q, so here you can say quit. So the flow of the assignment is there is an example output. So once you run the program, you will have an input, and the user will say that whether they want to buy, they want to print the inventory, they want to restock, one of these options. So if a user says buy, then you will show that, okay, you will show the user that which beverage you want to buy. So you'll ask them to select the option. One is soda, two is coffee, three is water. If I say one, it means I am buying soda. So in this case, we are initializing with 10 bottles of soda, 10 bottles of coffee, 10 bottles of water. But if I buy one soda, then my inventory command is gonna report my current inventory because I already bought one soda. Now soda count should be 9. So the inventory should display 9 bottles. Similarly, if when we restock, you ask a user to provide that which beverage they want to restock. So I'm saying I want to restock soda. So if I say, okay, I want to restock soda, my next question should come that how much soda bottles you want to add to the vending machine. And I'm saying I want three. And then the computer is asking me again, now I have restocked, what do you want? I'm saying like, I want to check the inventory. So I give an inventory command, and now I see that the current inventory is 12 bottles of soda because it was 9, and then I added 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. So now current inventory is having 12 bottles of soda, 10 bottles of coffee, and 10 bottles of water because I didn't buy any coffee. I didn't buy any water. I bought one bottle of soda and I restock with 3. So 9 plus 3 is 12. Okay. So how do we do that? And we have to continue working on that. So this is the template that I have provided in the class, in the lab. So you can check that how we're going to write it. So if you are not sure about the syntax, how to write classes, you can go back to the lecture notes or find it on internet where what are the syntax and how you write a class. So I'm going to explain it here. That is your another option. So to write a class, we start with the class keyword. So it's a small case class C. So CLASS is a class, is a keyword to declare a class, and you then give the name of the class. So our name of the class is vending machine, and then colon. This function here is called constructor. We are initializing our vending machine class with the object of self, and then 3 items: soda, coffee, and water. So whatever you will pass on the quantity, that will be our initialized quantity for our vending machine. Okay. And as the requirement said, we need to have 3 functions, 3 methods in our class. First one is purchase, restock, report. These 3 methods will have parameters: the type of beverage. For report, we don't need any parameter. Self means it is an instance of the class that we are working with. So if you have one vending machine, it will always update that vending machine. But if you want to expand your business, you have multiple vending machine, then which vending machine you're calling it from, that will define. If you did not understand this, let's proceed further with the main program that will define you. So I'm saying that initialize the machine. So I'm going to call the class name and I'm going to pass the parameters 10, 10, 10. So here the self means the instance created by this command. So this is my machine 1. Suppose my business is expanding, okay, and I want to install another machine near the classroom because I have more sale around the classroom. So I'm saying, okay, in second machine, I want the inventory to be 30, 30, 30. It's a larger machine. It can hold 30 bottles. In this case, it will be my second instance. Now, if I run whatever program I run for machine 1, I have to say which instance, which machine is being executed, right? If you think about it, you have multiple machine, you want to order from your phone, you will decide, okay, which machine I want, a classroom south machine, or I want uh, some other machine installed in a department, for example. So you specify the machine number, which machine you are purchasing, and then you call the method. If I call it machine1.purchase, it means that I want to make a purchase from machine 1. So for now, for simplicity, we are going to have only one machine. And we are talking about this machine. So that's what this self is defined for, that which machine we are talking about. And that has been described using the instance in here, whatever machine you will pass. Dot operator is used to call the method in the class. So again, I'm gonna restart. We have a class vending machine. We have an initialization constructor, which takes 3 parameters: integer type, soda, water, and coffee. And we say that, okay, for this machine, the soda quantity is whatever quantity we pass here. For this machine, the coffee quantity is whatever quantity we pass here, 10 in this case. For this machine, which is self, what is the quantity of water? Water quantity is 10. So you see 10, 10, 10, and we are calling it a machine. This machine object will have 10 sodas, 10 coffee, and 10 bottles of water. Now using this machine, we can start writing a logic to make a purchase, restock, or report. So now we have to write a bunch of logic in here. First, we ask the user input, whether they want to buy, they want to quit, they want to. So there are 4 possibilities, right? They can make a purchase, they can restock, they can report, like print the inventory, or they can quit. So if take the input from the user, we check if it is quit or queue. If it is not, then only we proceed further. If it is queue, then we don't do anything. So what we do next is now what is our goal? We have to check whether user want to, because now only three options left. We have taken care of the stop word. User might ask to report it, user might ask to restock it, user might ask to purchase it. So we will check if user wants to say buy, they want to make a purchase, a buy. Then we want to call a purchase method. But before calling a purchase method, we want to ask user that which beverage they want to buy. So we print all these statement, like select an option. Number one is soda, number two is coffee, number three is water. And when user gives the choice through an input function in the form of integer, we get the integer input. Is it soda, coffee, or water? And then we call this method from the class that, okay, let's make a purchase with a choice. So choice is integer parameter. Once we get the integer parameter, we have to check that what type of beverage is this. I'm gonna do it beverage type, right? So if a user says that one, that it means what? Beverage type one is soda. So I have to write a logic to reduce the quantity of soda in the class. If I say coffee, then my bottle quantity of coffee should be reduced from my inventory. So for that, what you do is you have to write a code here like self dot coffee holds the quantity of coffee becomes self dot coffee minus one, right? That's what our logic is. So likewise, you will write logic. I'm not going to explain it. That's what you have to finish. Similarly, you will write the logic for refilling the restock. So you have a type here and amount, like with what amount you want to restock the option. And for print, for reporting, you will have a bunch of print statement to print the inventory uh, current stock. Okay. So you'll write multiple if else here to check whether it's a beverage type of soda, beverage type of coffee, beverage type of water, depending on what input is being provided by user, one, two, or three, and you make a purchase. Similarly, there is a possibility that user wants to restock. So you ask the option for restock, you write a bunch of logic in here, like we have written here. And then you call the method that before calling a method, you want to ask the amount also, right? Then you ask the amount that, okay, if you want to restock, what you want to restock, that is in choice. I want to restock soda. How many bottles of soda you want to restock? That is another input you need from user. So here you will ask the input from the user for the amount of bottle you want to restock. So if I want to restock 4 bottles, then a user will be giving a 4. So you have to ask an input from user that how many bottles they want. Okay. Uh, for bottles, I'll just write it amount for bottles from user. So this will be a user input. Once the input amount is greater than 0, then you'll just call the restock option with amounts. For example, here, for example, say that the user says that I want to restock 3 bottles. That's our example in the PDF. Then you call the restock with the choice that which drink, and you pass the amount. And that's how you restock the item. Once you restock the item, you again ask user what they want, right? So for that, you have a user input. And there is one more else if condition that if user want to know the inventory, so you will check again what is the user input. If user input says that print the inventory, like an inventory option, you have to call the method called report, which will report the current inventory in the vending machine. Okay. And how do you do that? You just print all the bottles, right? So you'll say that print the self dot coffee. That will print the amount of coffee in the current inventory. Okay. So you'll write the logic for all the bottles, for all the beverages, how many inventory stock you are having. Likewise, you'll try to finish this, and again you ask the user input, and you keep doing this within the while loop. So you see, this is within the while loop. You ask the user input within the while loop. When user says it's queue or quit, then this condition will fail and everything will stop, like the loop will break and we will be out of the loop. So yeah, this is the logic. I hope this will help. Let me know if you have any questions. I'll be in the lab.